Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Patriots going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Houston Texans. First down, Vincent, and his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Going deep for Hopkins, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. Throwing on first down. Vincent going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 10 yards still left on second down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Vincent. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's now 3-0 Texans. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. The gun. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, it's Edwards. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 23, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Give him 30 yards there. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ohio, come on, let's go!
Off the bootleg. Vincent. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vincent. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Looking to throw. Vincent, quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on 2nd down. Vincent. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. On 1st and 10, Vincent, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to, and I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks with his first touchdown in a Patriot uniform. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. To throw. Vincent, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Vincent. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They run the counter now on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Vincent. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Anthony Barr in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Vincent. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go.
to throw now on first down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Throwing on first down. Vincent. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Let's round! Ohio!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vincent. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Off the play fake. Vincent. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Yeah, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Giovanni Bernard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got room. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
Back to throw. Vincent, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
In motion, Gronkowski. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, Vincent. Now he's flushed out left. Caught left side, Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Vincent. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So another 3 on the board there, and he's been a lone bright spot here. That's now 4 field goals.
And that's nice, but if this offense had finished a few more drives, we might be looking at a completely different ball game. Instead, when you're trading field goals for touchdowns, that's a losing proposition.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Underneath, this is Bernard. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, it's Edwards. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Operating from the gun, Vincent. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ball. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 40 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Benson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Looking to throw. Vincent.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Vincent. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Waller. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans cut into that lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. He'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack. For finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here's Bernard, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Vincent. Now he's flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Vincent. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing on first down. Vincent. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. To throw on 2nd down. Vincent. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Vincent. He finds his target, Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 1st and 10, Vincent over the middle, complete. It's Fuller, and that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. first down. Vincent. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now they try the right side here. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first down. Vincent. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third down, Vincent. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On first and 10, Vincent. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake, Vincent. Now he steps away. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for New England, they start the season with a great win on the road here.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.